Hey everyone, this is Alex from Jar, and today I have with me
Jamie again.
Jamie again, and we're reviewing the latest DLC for Bioshock Infinite, Burial at Sea, Episode 1. So, this is set after the events of Infinite? I suppose it would only make sense if you'd played Infinite. It's weird, isn't it? You can't really go into it without spoiling. I mean, you're not going to play this if you haven't played Infinite.
Yeah. And so, if you are Bioshock, like the first Bioshock, if you're a fan of that and you don't like the idea of Sky, and then you buy this because you don't have that mindset, play Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't see anyone playing this without playing Infinite.
It's best if you've played the first Bioshock as well. You just get a lot more.
Yeah, because of course it's set in Rapture, which is the setting from the first Bioshock game.
Under the sea.
Yeah. So basically the story is you got Mr. Booker DeWitt, he's a private detective.
Yeah,
and
under the sea.
Under the sea, yeah, in Rapture.
With his seahorse.
And Elizabeth comes in and is like, yeah,
there's this girl that's gone missing.
Yeah, I'll pay you to help me come find her. And he's like, yeah, okay. And that's the basic story of it. And you know, you can't really go into it more than that before. They end up in,
in the shit.
You got your splicers and all that. It's not a spoiler, is it?
I
mean, what else are you going to do? Just walk around Rapture looking for a little girl? No, there's going to be some combat in there. So, I mean, this is obviously it plays very similar to Infinite.
Yeah.
You've got, although they did bring something in which I thought is pretty cool, which is the weapon wheel.
Yeah.
So you can hold every weapon at once.
Which I think they should have had that in Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, they should have, because you just wouldn't use all the guns in that game, but... Yeah, they introduced a new weapon as well. What was it called? The microwave something? Crap, I forgot the name of it. It's basically like a microwave as a gun, and you can make people explode with it.
Yeah, and it's like a chain thing.
You
can chain it to people.
You just explode everyone.
Everyone explodes. That's cool gun.
And there's a new vigor as well. What do they don't call them vigors in this, do they?
No, it's plasmids again.
Yeah, so it's it's like an ice one where you can freeze people.
Like Old Man Frosty, I think.
That's it, something like that. Old Man Winter, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, so you can freeze people, that's fun to use. I mean...
But, most people are going to think, it's a Bioshock game, it's going to have a good story. And it does.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty short.
And it is episode 1, but it still does have this big conclusion.
Yeah,
you probably still won't be able to figure out before you get there.
It's a fully rounded story in this couple of hour long bit of DLC.
Yeah, the main problem being that it is only a couple hours.
Yeah, and I mean
all the weapons and vigors.
I'm almost glad they did it like that, and they didn't just have a whole middle bit where it's just the same thing again.
Yeah, and it is much harder.
Yeah, they've made quite a few gameplay changes.
Yeah, they've made it so you can only have 2 clips of a gun.
Yeah, they took away lots of ammo.
Yeah, and
you take a lot more damage, I think.
Yeah, because if you play it on normal, it is noticeably harder.
Yeah, because I mean, Bioshock Infinite is easy on normal.
Very easy.
Yeah,
and it feels like 1999 mode almost.
Yeah, and Elizabeth helps you out less often, gives you less ammo. Yeah.
She didn't give me ammo once.
Really?
That's how much.
I think I spent a little bit longer on it than you.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to do everything and find everything.
I'm probably going to do that.
It's fun though, while it lasts. The part in the beginning where you see Rapture just as it normally is.
Yeah.
Is quite cool.
It actually looks nice.
Yes, it's graphically pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's got all the details you come to expect from this sort of thing. I'm just wondering what they're going to do with the next part now. It's wow, I don't know how you can even...
Sort of hard to review as well, because it's...
Yeah, it's basically...
Any longer and it probably would have just been retreading old steps.
Yeah, I mean, because basically they tell a story through they establish something at the beginning and then they put a lot of kind of filler in the middle. I can't get through this place. I need to get this vigor. I need to get this,
That does happen once.
This key.
It?
That happens in Infinite and in the DLC.
Yeah.
And that's half the game by then. But that's not bad at all. That's how games are. That's how they function. That's how they exist. I mean, the game would be... this DLC would be 30 minutes long if they didn't
Yeah.
things because they tell story in a different way. Like after you just finished doing some combat, like Elizabeth might say something to Booker that
Or
lets
vice
you
versa.
that makes you learn a bit more about them or whatever.
Or,
And then it's got like an ending in a sort of similar vein to the campaign, which you're like, wow,
it's not really. They didn't just do the same ending though.
No, it's a self-contained story in itself, which it still leaves
But
a lot of questions.
You have to have played Infinite to the end to understand it.
Yeah, it probably would. It would make no sense if you haven't played Infinite. But that's not a negative at all.
It was a nice twist.
Yeah.
Well, by nice, I mean
so
very nice.
I mean, there's not much more you can say. It's a nice little bit of DLC.
It's like £6.
That's more than that.
It's 800 Microsoft points, isn't it?
It's taking Microsoft points.
Yeah.
It's £10.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's worth £10?
If you like Bioshock, yeah.
If you like Bioshock and want more Bioshock.
If you don't like story stuff,
if you just want more combat, then get Clash in the Clouds.
DLC, but probably not the first one. But I'd say it's a worthy buy. Purchase.
If you've got the season pass, you've got no choice. You might as well play it if you bought the season pass. I mean, that's what we've got, the season pass.
And the season pass is like...
You save a bit on that, and I'd say I don't feel cheated, because I've come to expect this sort of, like, quite short DLC from...
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would just never be finished, and by the time they release it, no one will care anymore.
Yeah, it would be next gen by then.
Yeah,
I mean... next part probably... Yeah, the next part will come out while next gen is out, so a lot of people might miss out on it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I'll go back and play it.
Yeah, I will.
I mean...
Well, I'm not even going to be on next gen by then.
I've already paid for it, so I might as well play it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to give my sort of thing. I'll give that a sort of low sort of shit, so pretty high. Like, it's worth it, but don't expect anything sort of like a full expansion. Like...
No.
It's worth to play for the story and everything, and seeing Rapture again and revisiting it, especially if you played the first one.
Yeah.
So, that's my review.
I'm going to give it a high light beige, because I knew what I was getting into, and it still manages to surprise you.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice play on everything that happens in Infinite. And
yeah. Although I'm not sure how they're going to sort of continue even the Bioshock series after what they did with them.
They can do it an infinite amount of times now, so.
But you'll start to sort of understand. I wonder how long they can play on the oh, that's that thing. That's how that works.
He's just gonna think of a new
something like
a new
crazy
twist every time.
Yeah,
and it'll turn out that
it'll be a twist that like none of it ever existed. Like
it was all they're in purgatory.
Probably yeah. So that's it. Unless you've got anything else to say.
No, I'd just say if you like Bioshock, buy it.
Yeah, if you want more Infinite, buy it. So, yeah, thanks. See you next time.
Bye-bye.